Alright guys, I just got back from preliminary tests on the Crossbow. Gotta say, looking pretty good so far. At first I didn't think it was going to work out because I couldn't get it cocked. It was like a 210 pound pull and I wasn't doing it right. It came with a rope cocker, which you gotta hook the thing onto the bow and you gotta I didn't know you have to put it over the back of the crossbow, so it has like a pulley kind of built into it. Well, not a real pulley, but just like a notch the rope goes in that goes down. While you're pulling up, it's pulling down, and you get that mechanical advantage. So finally got it cocked and went out there. My neighbor left a big bale of hay out in the field over here when he mowed his field last. So I took a box out of there and tied to it, drew some circles on it. So the scope, I don't know what the lines mean. I'm assuming it's 40, 50, 60, and 70 yards for each line. I don't know, because I think the max that you can shoot accurately is like 70 yards if you're a pro, or maybe like 100 if you're like a super pro or something. But I went out to about 45, 50 yards, but I'm judging by how far I think half of a football field is. And the first shot went way low, like the bottom of the hay bale. So I clicked it on the scope 16 clicks up, which is 4 inches at 100 yards, so it should be 8 inches at 50 yards, I think. But I just wanted to see what that did. Second shot, nailed it right in the cardboard, so thought it was pretty accurate. So I shot again, and it went under the cardboard just barely. And I shot another time. I think what did I do different on that one? I think I might have used the second line. I was using the bottom line on the other one because I figured it's still going to be way low. So I went to the second line, and it went to the right, about that far off of the cardboard. So I clicked it back up 8 more times, I think. 2 inches at 100 yards, so about 4 inches at 50, I think is what I was doing. So it didn't really change in height though, but I hit the cardboard the bottom target instead of the top one I was aiming at, so I hit the cardboard. So I don't really know, it's kind of all over the place, but it's all within a foot. So I could hit a deer at 50 yards, but I'm not sure how well you got to place it. Of course, a deer's lungs are about a foot by a foot, I think. So you aim for the lungs with bows and arrows usually, so I think I'm probably good to go like it is. I still want to kind of play around with it and dial it in, but I thought I would take this time to tell you guys what happened a couple of weeks ago, because I don't think I made a video about it. I told you about the guy did I tell you about the guy that sent me Popeyes chicken? I know I told you about the pizzas and the magnet and all the other crap, but 2 Wednesdays ago, I think it was. And this is going to relate to Boogie's Stalker. If you don't know about Boogie2988 or Boogie2988, he had an internet guy was harassing him, came to his house with a GoPro on his head, and I can kind of tell the kind of guy this is, because he's like a white trash. His parents are kind of drunk all the time. I've seen this kind of guy before, that's what I'm saying. It kind of reminds me of the kid who's the very first video on my channel of this fucking kid driving his motorcycle back and forth. He's kind of one of those kind of kids. You can tell that by the curly hair also, his mom lets him have curly hair. He looks like that older brother on that, what's that movie with, what's his name? You know, the guy that was with Will Ferrell, was the car salesman? Danny McBride show where he's the baseball pitcher. He looks like the older brother of his brother on that show. Very, very obscure reference, but anyway. So, 2 Wednesdays ago, somebody sends me 2 Popeyes chicken sandwiches, 1 spicy, 1 classic, 2 sides. I think that time it was mashed potatoes and gravy and Cajun rice, and a big drink and a little drink. The big drink I think was tea. Little drink was Kool-Aid. So I didn't think much of it. I think I might have made a video about that one. I'm not sure. What I didn't make a video about was the next day. Same thing happened. Also 2 chicken sandwiches, 1 spicy, 1 plain. 2 random sides. This time I think it was I don't even remember what all they have there now. The beans and rice and French fries, I think it was. And then a different drink. I think the Kool-Aid was the big drink and the tea was the little drink. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. I think I might have made a video about, like, Popeyes sucks. It's my least favorite restaurant. Why are you doing this to me? Well, the first time it was cold. That's what it was. I took my dog out, looked at my back porch. There was Popeyes sitting there on Wednesday, and I think I might have put it in the fridge and ate it the next day, microwaved it or something. But the fries I gave to my dog, yeah, I made a video about that one. It's Thursday. They sent me another one again. I'm like, okay, they're trying to make up for me not being home that time. So they sent it a little earlier in the day, maybe, because I'd already eaten also. So I thought, okay, that was nice of them. And then Friday, I get sent another one, I think. Or was it Saturday? It might have been Saturday. But, like, I got one at 5 o'clock, and then I got one at 5:30. And then I got one, the 5 o'clock guy, I went out there, and it's like this guy in an Audi, I think, like a Saudi Arabian looking guy or Arabic looking guy. And I was like, what's up? And he says, you have a delivery from a friend? And he gives me this Popeyes chicken. I'm like, okay, weirdo. And like, he left. So that makes me kind of think that they're using one of those DoorDash, Grubhub, Fiverr type services, like a website. But like, I don't see people around here. I live in like a smallish kind of a town. I don't see them like knowing about websites like that, much less like signing up for them and driving Ubers and Lyfts. I don't think we even have that around here. We might, but yeah, the second time I think it was a guy and his wife, both wearing COVID masks in a car. They're like, here's the food for you, buddy. And he left. And then the third guy, it was just another random guy. I didn't even see him really good because he just left it on my porch and walked off, I think. Fourth guy, I think it was a big black guy in an SUV. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, like 5:30, 6:30. I got like 4 or 5 different orders on the same night. Every time, 2 chicken sandwiches, 1 spicy, 1 classic. Random sides. I was getting like mashed potatoes and dirty rice. I got double fries one time. I was like, wow, double fries. Like, I ate them on stream. I was streaming that night or something. I had like, they have slaw there? I don't think they have slaw. I don't know. But I had my fridge. Where's that picture? I'm going to put a picture in the video of my fridge after I got all these orders. My fridge was like full of Kool-Aid and tea and chicken sandwiches all over the place. And I had so many, I had to start taking them to work and eating them. And I'm like, yeah, somebody there that's been sending me Popeyes chicken sandwiches. And they're like, what are you talking about? Because nobody at work knows I even make YouTube videos. My boss the other day telling me about he's making these hunting videos. I'm like, oh, you make YouTube videos, huh? Like, I have to act like I don't know what YouTube is. Because if he ever finds out, it's going to blow his mind. Like, he was telling me today how I don't talk enough. And, like, I should, like, he was telling me how he used to coach a baseball team. And, like, he's preaching at a church. So he's good at public speaking. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about public speaking. I only speak to like 20,000 people every video for 1,000 videos for 20 years. How long have I been doing this? 14 years or something? Yeah, I don't know. I'm shy, I guess. I don't talk enough. My thing is, I don't talk unless I have something to say, or I hate small talk. I hate this pointless chatter for no reason. It makes me nervous. It's cringy, and just like, I don't like doing it. That's why a lot of people will just tell me stuff, and I'll just like, I'll think of the reply in my head, but I won't say the reply because it's like, it's not worth saying. It's not important enough. I've had something good, like important to say, but I would say something, but like, I'm not just going to like agree with you for no reason. I mean, I guess I should. It's like one of those things about, I shouldn't even get into this. It's like extra crap. But like, people respond well to you acknowledging them physically or something. I read about that. Anyway, let's get to Boogie. So, Boogie's situation, this guy comes to his house, and he had to fire a warning shot. He didn't show the video where he shot the warning shot, so it didn't really explain if he shot through the door, if he shot into his ceiling, or if he shot into the ground. I don't know where he shot this warning shot. The police had to come involved, and like, Boogie might be in trouble. So I don't know what happened with the whole situation, but then he was on a PKA podcast, and like Kyle was telling him like gun tips, like Boogie's wanting to use a 22 for home defense. I'm like, no, you don't want to use a 22 for home defense. And he started talking about like pump shotguns and 9mm, and like, you'd want a 45 probably for home defense. You want a big round that tumbles. It doesn't like go through doesn't have a lot of penetration, but it's a big round that can stop people. Anyway, Yeah, you wouldn't want a crossbow. That's not good at all either. But what was I going to say about dealing with stalkers? Oh, I put a comment on Boogie's video. Like somebody was saying, oh, you should have just barricaded yourself in your house and called the police. When he had a door camera showing this guy. It's crazy. But I replied to that guy like, I respectfully disagree. What he should have done was left the door open. This baits the guy into coming inside the house. That way you can kill him legally with no questions. Like nobody's going to question if the guy's in your house because he's broken and entered into your house at that point. You shoot him all you want. Nobody's going to say anything. As long as it doesn't like trip over your skateboard and sue you. Like, that actually happened one time. Somebody breaks in your house and like trips and gets hurt. They can sue you. But yeah, if somebody comes into your house, you're free to shoot them all you want. Like there's no question about like if it was morally right or wrong. If the guy's at your door, I mean, that's questionable because salesmen can come up to your door. It's not technically trespassing if they just come up to your house. They have to be like given a trespass warning and given a chance to leave and all this stuff. But then if it's a stalker guy, a psycho, he's gonna like get fueled by that. He's gonna like try to see how much farther he can push it. He's gonna keep messing with you and like psychologically fucking with you, and that's not what you want. You want to just get it out of the way. Nice clean kill, get it over with, and move on with your life. So that's what he should have done, I think. I guess I also put like I also have a stalker, but mine seems to be chaotic good, unlike his, which is lawful evil. Because he's lawfully on his porch and then he's a bad guy, but mine's a good guy, I guess, because he's sending me food, but he's chaotic, and then he's sending me Popeyes, which is my least favorite restaurant, which is funny. I think that was a hilarious line. Anywho, I got some more squirrel hunting videos. I'll be editing those soon, putting them up. I'll see you guys on the next one.